Hey everyone, Lyle here from West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today I spent $50,000 on a coin collection and also some bills that I'm pretty sure you've never seen before. I'm going to show you what I got right after this. Hello everyone, my name is Lyle and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Crump, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the cool collections that come into the store, a lot of unboxing videos, a lot of other coin related content. So if you love coins, if you love currency, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all of the really cool things that come into my very small coin shop here in Crump, Tennessee. Which Crump is a very small town. I used to be in Savannah, but I'm pretty sure if you guys are fans of the channel, you know I moved from my old location to my new location here in Crump, Tennessee. Some of you guys have come out and said hi to me. I really appreciate all of that. Really appreciate all the well wishes. And yeah, I've been extremely busy. But this collection, I bought this collection probably, I don't know, 5 months ago, 4 months ago now. It was before I moved. Actually, probably more like two or 3 months ago now, really. But so I bought the collection, and I did a video of a lot of the proof gold that I got, and the whole collection cost me 50 grand. Like $50,000 is what I paid for this collection. So it is the biggest collection I've ever bought here at the store. I mean, the biggest used to be probably like, I don't know, not even 10 grand really was probably the most valuable collection I bought. But 50 grand, I mean, that kind of like threw it out of the park. And I'm going to show you why it cost me so much. Actually, I think I've already showed you. If you want to check out that video right there, that video is pretty much the bulk of it. It was a lot of proof gold. There was a 95 anniversary set that I sold for a good amount. So, I mean, I got most of the money back. I probably got like 37 or something like that back. 30, actually more like 31 or so back, something like that. I don't know, but I have about 18 grand left of stuff that I need to hurry up and sell. And I'm going to show you a lot of these bills, and I'm almost positive you've never seen some of these bills. I've never seen some of these bills, but that really doesn't mean anything because I don't really collect much currency. I'm a coin person, but we'll go from there. Why not? So I guess I will shut up, really, and show you guys some of the stuff. I guess first I'll show you the album. This album, it's got some bills in here that aren't really that valuable in here. I took a lot of that stuff out, but I bought this album. It's pretty thick. I don't know if the camera can really catch it, but I mean, has coins in it. There was a huge tote of proof sets. There was some silver sets in there. I ain't gonna show you all of that because honestly, we'll be here forever showing you all of those mint sets that more than likely will just get cut out and sent to the bank because I can't sell those things for some reason. Proof sets, I mean, there's some silver ones. I might crack a lot of the silver out, put them in flips, sell them in the store. That usually does better than trying to sell the whole proof set by itself. But there was a lot of that, a huge tote full of them. So that was part of the collection. And then this stuff right here, I'm not sure what it's going to look like on the camera. I guess I should have tested it. But here we go. We are starting out with, yeah, I'm going to hit that camera quite a bit. So probably what I'll do is instead of keeping it in this album, we will go ahead and take this stuff out of the albums and we'll show it to you just like that. And I will do that as time goes on. This might be a little bit of a longer video, but trust me, you're going to see some stuff that you've never seen before. Really cool things in this collection, but here we go. First up, I mean, these are just some Indian head cents. We got a 59 here, which is pretty nice, but it's in rough shape. But a lot of these, they're not going to be high ticket items. They're going to be onesies, twosies, so on and so forth. I don't really get many Indian head collectors in here, but this is something that, you know, I'll put inside little, these are 1888. I'll put them inside, you know, little containers, little boxes, and, you know, let people dig through them, sell them, off they go. I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster because we're gonna have a lot of stuff to get through. This is gonna be one long video, but trust me, like I said, you're gonna like some of this stuff. We have some barbers up here. We got a barber half, a barber quarter, and a barber dime. We got a 1911 V-nickel, 1895 Indian head. We got some more barbers. No Liberty is visible on any of them. And we got an 1883 V-nickel right here. This one, I believe, 1883. It doesn't say no cent, or it doesn't say cent at all. So this one is it does not say cents. So as you can see right there, this one is the more common one. I see this one quite a bit. The 1883 that says cents on it, like this one says with cents. I don't think it matters on a 1905. Does that matter? I don't know, but yeah, cents is on there. But I will dig through this collection a little bit later and pick out the better stuff. But there's just so much stuff in here. We got some Civil War tokens, 1865. That's really neat. Got a few of those, different ones. This one has been in the store before. I have it out in the display. I'm pretty sure I've showed it before. But these other ones, I don't think I've had in the store, which is really neat that they're here now. And Civil War token. This one looks like the Indian head cent. And let's check out well, let's keep going here. Just common junk silver right here. Peace dollar 22. Of course, you got to check to make sure there's no high relief, because I am weird like that. And this is a 23. The 23 and the 28, I mean, they are really hard to tell sometimes, but that's the 23. Let's take a look at the reverse of some of these Civil War tokens. Now, again, feel free to pause at any moment so you can really take a look at the detail on some of this stuff. I try to keep the camera steady for a little bit to give you guys time to hit that pause button. You could always rewind. I mean, that's the beauty of this type of stuff. These types of videos is you can stop them. You can watch them as many times as you want. Here we go. Here we have a half cent, which I've had some before. This is a 1809. That's really close to the 1700s. I think that's probably the oldest. I don't think it's the oldest because I know there's a New York cent in here, a New York penny. But we got a large cent right here, 1848. A flying eagle cent, 2 cent piece from 65. That is common. Let's see if we can see the word "we" very, very faintly. That's where it would rub off the most, would be the "we." That's how it's one of the things you look for as far as grades go. And 1853, halftime. Not bad. Another barber, 1907. We've got a 20 cent piece right there, 1875. Back in the day, this cost them 52 bucks. And I think in that book, I actually have, like, the guy wrote some receipts and stuff from like the 70s and whenever he bought this collection, because this is an old collection. This was passed down to the guy that I bought it from, the son. We got some Morgans here, 78, 79. I don't think any of these are Carson Cities or anything. I think they're all just commons. We got an S, Philly, and New Orleans right down here. But these things are cool. I don't know what these are. I'm not sure if that's even silver. Maybe. But I got this collection from the son. Well, I mean, this was a collection that I think he said his granddad started the collection. His dad continued it. He continued it, and now he's 80s or something like that. And he thought it was time that he went ahead and sold the collection. And that's how I ended up with it. You know, the 50 grand I thought was a little too much, that what I wanted to spend, because honestly, I mean, that's no chunk of change. That's, you know, that's 50 grand. So I didn't want to pay it. I would have loved to have gotten it a little less, but he wanted 50 grand, and I looked over the collection. Most of these are common. I think there's one that's going to be a little bit better. This one right here, 1893. I think that one is a little better. No 95. And 21, of course. And then here's another 22, 22, 23. But yeah, I think this 1893 has been cleaned or polished. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. But, you know, well, I guess it can go both ways, really. But it's a Philly. A 1902. This 1896, is that an S? No, it's a Philly. But yeah, I will dig further into those. Oh, a lot of stuff in this collection. My brain is pretty fried from constant work. I've been working 6, sometimes 7 days a week. We got 44, 45, Columbian Expo, which I get a ton of those. Some, you know, things that I would just crack out of these and put them in the junk silver bins. Nothing too spectacular. And the last page, before we grab another one out of the notebook, we have a 68, 60, 67, 8, 9, no 70. Those are 40 percenters. We got a 1928, which is common. 62 common. These are all common. We got a 36. Doesn't look too bad. 36 Mercury. Don't look too bad. And again, the Mercury. Always look for the 21s, the 26S. I think the 26 as well. And of course, 16D, which is the star of the collection. We got some dimes right down here. I can't seem to keep the dimes in stock, but I do got some dimes right now. 1955, this has got some nice toning on it. 1955, you can see that starburst tone that's going on. Not bad. All right, let me grab another handful of this stuff. Guess I can just grab them all and I'll show you everything. I mean, there was a lot of this type of stuff too. I'll just throw it up. Stuff from like Littleton. There was a lot of that in there too. Stuff that honestly just gets, all of that just gets taken out and sent to the bank. But, you know, like these gold dollars, I mean, I can't sell them. So off to the bank, a lot of that stuff goes, really. All right, here we go. We got some more coins. That's an empty sheet for whatever reason. And I'm not sure what this thing is. Feels just like a token. I mean, it ain't gold. This right here is a nice metal. Foreign stuff. Here is the penny from New York, 17 something 8, 58 maybe. Not too much value there. We got a large penny from 1820 something or other. Oh, foreign stuff. And we got some more Morgans. We got 82 or Morgans. We got some more yeah, Morgans. 82, 21. got a Silver Eagle right here from 2005. Some more 21s, 1890, 1883. None of them again, no Carson Cities. There were really no major dates other than one that was a better date. But yeah, this can go back in. I will organize this stuff again later once I dismantle it. That's basically what I do. I don't sell collections whole. I mean, they all get dismantled and all the coins go where they need to go, and they start their journey all over again to new collectors. We got a wheat cent in here. We got some more stuff from Littleton, and this is a 53D. That ain't gonna be nothing to write home about. And then blank pages. A lot of the stuff I've already taken out. You know, already put in different spots, different organizations, and off it goes. But now let's get into some bills right after this. Here we have the whole Susan B. Anthony set. I got 2 of those. Again, I might put these out and see what happens, but I don't think they will sell. I don't think I've ever sold a Susan B. Anthony for more than $1. But it's got them all right there. Got 2 sets of those. Now let's get to the bills. We're gonna start off with the least interesting stuff, really. Stuff that I didn't take out already and put them in, you know, the little things here, which you'll get to see some of that in just a little bit, guys, just a little bit. And we got some Joseph Barr bills. There's a lot of them. I mean, they're really not valuable per se. They made millions of them. They were in circulation for a while. So, I mean, you can still find them in great shape. I have other bar bills that I put in different sleeves that I'll put out and, you know, see if they sell. But yeah, a lot of these bar bills are just that, $1. I don't know what I'll do with them, but I have a whole collection of bar bills. All right, so here we go. We got a 1935 silver cert. We got some red notes, $5, $2, and then another silver cert from 35. Some more on the common side. Here we have a 1950. Not in the best shape, but still nice. 76 $2 bill. I get thousands of those, man. Here's another one, 76. I just take them to the bank. Really, I just get flooded with them. 63 red seal, another 63. Those are ones that I see all the time, but these are in, you know, good shape. Not like they're in rough shape at all. So I might take those out eventually, and you know, try to sell them. Try to make some of this 18 grand back. It's close to 19 grand, really. Is what I have left to get back, or something around those lines. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, with a lot of these things, it's really tough to see what exactly you make out of a certain deal. And, oh, that one looks nice. Really like that one right here. It's got a really long, compared to that one. This one versus that one. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really tough to figure out exactly how much you make off of a certain collection when it's this big, because honestly, the stuff just gets scattered everywhere. And the way you calculate things, I'm not allowed to write anything off until it sells. I don't know, you know, I can't write off inventory. You write off inventory when it sells, apparently. Here we go. And more common stuff that I've showed probably numerous times before, but it's really nice to revisit some of this stuff. More silver certs from like 35. Right here. And 57 stuff. More 57 and more 57. 57, we got a $5 right here, $5 from 63 blue seal. Very, very nice. More blue seals right here. So, I mean, I sure got quantity. These are really nice, though. These are from 34. Here's a really nice 34 one right there. 34C. And more stuff. And then this was really neat. This had the stamps with it as well. But, you know, will they sell? I don't know. If you're interested, by all means, you know, call me. Call the store, email me, leave me some comments. Like, let me know if you're interested in any of this stuff. And blank page. But yeah, so let's get into some of the neater stuff. But just to show you guys something really cool that I've never had before in the store, and we'll do it right now because the video is already running really long. Check this out: 3 $500 bills. I've never had a $500 bill come into the store before. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I had a phone call right in the middle of it. But here we are. Look at this. 3 $500 bills. I've never had a $500 bill come into the store before. And I have 3 of them as part of this collection. Right here. This one right here is probably the best of the bunch. And here is the reverse. This one is really nice. It does have a little bit of a tear up there. And I think there is a crease that goes along the center. But I mean, out of the 3, this one's the best. We got this one, probably the worst. And it's got a stain. It's got a lot of creases. Here's the reverse. But yeah, very, very nice. And then this one right here, the bad thing about this one is it looks like somebody signed it, wrote all over it, unless this is McKinley's signature on the back of this $500 bill. I don't think that will increase its value. But still a $500 bill. These will be more on the affordable side. But yeah, and I mean, I don't know how affordable. It's still $500. So, yeah, but that's really neat that I had 3 of those as part of this collection, and I'm going to sell those off here fairly soon. Get rid of those. Let's do some more common stuff right here. Just a little stack. Here's the 34 $10, which we've seen before. And here's another one, another 34. This is 34A. I think this one's 34A. No, this one's just 34, no A. So really nice, these bills. And I'll make a pile over here of ones that I've already shown. And this is a silver cert, but you can see it's a little off right here on this side from 35 series. You can really tell on the back that it's got a really long one right there. I'm not sure if that is an error per se. It just wasn't cut right. Who knows? If you know about these currency bills, let me know, because that would be something I would be interested in knowing, because it looks like if they would have cut it, I mean, you can kind of see bleed through. You can see the front, like the front is further down than the back. So maybe that is an error. It was not printed right. But yeah, I'll put this one with, I have error ones in here too that I'll show you in a little bit, but I'll make sure that one goes in that stack just to make sure. We got a 69 $5 bill, but this one looks like it is like just got off the printing press. It is a nice example of money from 1969 era. Right there. And right here. So, very, very nice. And here's the Joseph Barr bill, but this one's a star note, which I thought was pretty neat. Star note, Joseph Barr bill, and this one is in like the best condition out of all of them. It does have some light creasing, but still pretty cool. Still very nice. Here's a 65 red seal. And I just put some of these inside of these holders. So, you know, put them out into the displays, see what happened. This is a 34A, $5.34. Not in the best shape, but I mean, it's getting close to 100 years old now. We're 9 years away from this being 100 years old. It is, what, 92 years old? Somewhere around that ballpark. I'll put these $500 bills back over there. Let's do something that I'm pretty sure you've never seen before, because I've never seen one. Well, I have seen it, but not in this condition. Check this out. It is a large note $20 bill, 1914. It's got Cleveland on it. And look at the condition of this one. Here's the reverse. Really, really nice. Beautiful artwork on the reverse. But let's take some closer looks at it. Look at that. Condition is really nice. It does have a crease right there, unfortunately, but still very, very nice to have a large Note 20. I don't think I've had, actually, I think I have had a large Note 20 come in before, but it was in really rough shape, nowhere near this condition. But that is really, really nice. This one's from California, from San Francisco. Very, very nice. Very nice. Excited about that one. Let's keep going with another large note that I've never seen before, and some of you guys probably never have either. But here is a $10 gold bill. It's a gold certificate. United States of America, $10. This would have gotten you an eagle back in the day. This certificate is legal tender in the amount therefore of in payment of all debts and dues, public and private, acts of March 14, 1900, as amended, and December 24, 1919. So this is from 1922. It's a 1922 series. And this would have gotten you an eagle. Back in the day, trade this in, and they would have given you a eagle in return, a gold eagle. And if you had had a $20, it would have been a double eagle. But very nice. Who's on this one? Michael Hillingus. First treasurer, right there. $10 gold. I've never seen this before, and I'm pretty sure some of you have never have either. And if you have, I mean, cool. Very, very nice. We'll do one more large note that's really cool, and then we'll go to some other stuff. But check this out. It's a large note $5 bill in really, really good condition. I'm talking this thing is crisp. It does have one... Oh, it does have one crease right there, unfortunately. But other than that, it is in great shape. $5 from, what series is this? 1914. New York, New York. But a really, really nice large note right here. Definitely some value here. Just look at that artwork. Again, if I'm going too fast, please just pause the video. That way you can read all of these things that are on this bill. You can take a look at these. Zoom in if you wanted to. I think you can zoom in on the videos. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, hopefully the camera is clear enough for you guys to zoom in on some of this stuff and really take a look at it, because it is very nice, very neat. Mr. Abraham Lincoln. All right, let's move on to... let's do a little bit of fractional stuff. I do have fractional bills and some, I guess they're stamps? I don't know. We'll find out. First, we'll do this one right here. This is a 25-cent post office. So this is maybe like a postage stamp. I'm not sure. But it's 25 cents. This is in a little bit of rough shape, but really cool. 1862 is this one, maybe? I don't know. That's I don't know if I can see another date on it. Let's see, do you guys see a date on it? I don't see another date other than that. I'm not sure if this is from July 17th, 1862. Not sure, but I will do some research on it. And I will put this one right here. Another fractional. I believe I've had this one before, 3-cent fractional. This one's been cut a little funky. You can see the other one would have been right here. They didn't really cut them right. Looks like they used a pair of scissors or something. But it's a 3-cent fractional currency. And again, I've had this one before, 1863. But let's see if there's any other dates. Don't see anything, but it is a 3-cent fractional right here. Not in the bad shape either. Let's do a few more fractionals, a couple more. Here's a 10-cent fractional. 1863. Very, very nice. Let's get some close-ups of this reverse. And let's get a close-up of the front, too. Really nice artwork. Does have some creases, but pretty cool. And one more fractional. I do have more fractionals, but we'll move on to something else. Postage currency. Here's a 50-center. You know, it's got, there's stamps, 1, 2, 3, so 5 10-cent stamps. I'm not sure how this worked back in the day. Obviously, I wasn't alive, and none of us were really. But I haven't really looked much into these as of yet. But I definitely will. I just wanted to do this video so I can start cataloging and start getting rid of some of the stuff. But let's finish off this pile right here. Here we got this is some of the errors, I believe. Let's put that one over here, and I'll get the errors. We'll do them one by one. So this one right here, you can see that this 6 is really light, and that's the only thing that's light on here. So I don't know how that happened, and you can see the 6 over here is light too. It is the only 6 in the serial number, so maybe that stamp or whatever it is that they use, that 6 was not, strong enough. That was my thought, and then I was like, well, maybe that was the case because I have the next number in the serial numbers, and you can see that this 6 is also really light. So this 6 is looking a little off. This one's looking better, and this one is looking, a little bit better too. So maybe when they were stamping these, that 6 was on both of them, on both rollers. I don't know if they use the same roller or who knows. I don't know how they do it, but just really weird that the 6 on all 4 of these is a little funky compared to the rest of the serial number. But other than that, it's just a normal $5 bill. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I'll be selling these as a set. I will not part these. They will go together, because that's what makes it even cooler, is that the next serial number also has a messed up 6. So that is that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna put that with the error pile, and let's do another error. I got one more error that I'm gonna wait until towards the end, but this one right here is a $5 bill, and you can see the serial number is way off on both of them. So the serial number got stamped way off. And this was also from 74. Was the other one from 74? Yeah, in 74, I don't know what the mint was doing. but or the Federal Reserve. But yeah, the reverse is fine. It's just the serial number got stamped off way over here. You can see where the serial number should be. Now the 6 is off. That is off as well. Like the second layer of it seems to be off. This one's the way it should look. This is how it looks. The 5 is still there in its right spot. Same with the Washington, D.C. It's the serial number. The seals are what are off. And then that number right there. But and here's the 6. It should be that 6. And there's the 6 right there. That should be the other 6. So really neat error. And again, I think the reverse is fine. So fine reverse. All right, let's move on. We've done a lot of uncommon stuff. Let's do a little bit of more common but really neat stuff as well. Let's finish off this one right here, this pile. I'll move that one and get these going. Here we have a Star Note $5 bill from 53. More on the common side. This one right here is really cool. Not really common, but check that out. It is a 1934. It's got blue and it's got the gold seal. This one was in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. And the reverse is a nice $10 bill right there. That's really neat. 1934. It's got both seals. Blue. Oh, it's got the blue 10. And then the gold seal right there. So nice silver cert right here. Next up, we have this really neat $10 bill from 1934. I've showed a few of these, I believe, already. There's quite a few in that collection of these. And we got a $1 gold seal right here. This would have gotten you $1 in gold, I believe. It's a silver cert, but it's got the that seal. I guess I could be wrong. It is a silver cert, $1. Again, I don't know currency that well. I took a gamble with it at 50 grand for the entire collection, but I mean, there was a lot of stuff in there. So I'm pretty sure I would have definitely come across something that would have had some nice value to it. Which a lot of those gold proofs that I showed in the video before, that was a pretty hefty portion of it. So, I think I did okay at 50 grand. I'll definitely be able to make some money off of that, but definitely not where I need to be for fleshing out 50 grand. But who knows? Who knows? And then we have this one right here, this nice 1928 Federal Reserve note. This one is redeemable in gold right there for $5. This would have gotten you a half eagle, quarter eagle. Yeah, half eagle. But very nice. It's got some staining all over it. Kind of looks like blood almost. Oh, but from Illinois. All right, so to finish off that stack, now I think the rest of the stuff that I have is, well, I got this stack right here that's going to be a little bit more unusual. But then I got some more fractionals. But this one right here I think was just neat. This kind of gives a little history of a bill. This is from 1935 series. Nothing too spectacular. It's been worn, but it does say that this is Jack's first tip, January 52. So I'm not sure who Jack was, but this was their first tip, January 52. I mean, that's just neat. I don't think it will increase value much, but it does give you a sense of this is a 35 series, and in 1952, this bill was still floating around, and it got taken out of circulation because this was Jack's first tip. I'm pretty sure he took it out and put it up somewhere so you can look at it. And then maybe when he retired, he took it down. It got thrown in his collection, or maybe somebody stole it and it got put into a collection, was never recovered. A lot of things could have happened with these bills, with these coins. We don't know. They've been around forever. You know, it's been around for 90 plus years. And yeah, if these things can talk, they would have some stories to tell, I'm sure. All right, let's move on to this pile over here. We'll finish off with the rest of these large notes. I think I'll do this pile. I'll do the fractionals. I'll do the last error bill that I got, and then we'll finish off with the large notes that are here. This one right here I've never seen before, but it is a $20 Hawaii bill, and I have seen. Actually, I might have seen a $20 Hawaii bill now that I think about it. I know I've seen the dollars. I've never seen a 5 if they have it. I've never seen a 10. But 20, I think I have actually. But $1 I definitely have. I gave one to my pastor as a gift because he was, he's not from Hawaii, but he lived there and he always wanted a Hawaii bill. So I had one floating around that I gave him. But this is a nice $20 one. Definitely some value here. The Hawaii bills definitely have some good premiums attached to them. And this one's really nice. Not too bad of shape. Does have creasing, but I mean, 34 series has been around a while. All right, now let's do some hefty bills. We got $100 bill. I got a nice stack of $100 bills that are older. This is a 1934 A series right here. Doesn't look too bad. Next up, we have another. I'm just going to get all the ones that look the same. Here's another 34 series. Let's check out the serial numbers. This one's older. 07, this is 08. But yeah, nice $100 bills. Not, I don't think they're going to carry too much premiums, but still worth more than $100. And my camera restarted, but it didn't restart. So let me fix. Yeah, I don't know why, but this camera sometimes does that. It restarts itself and then it doesn't want to come back on. But here we go. And then the last one that kind of looks similar, but this one's from 1950. $100 bill. I got some more hundreds. Don't you worry. Put those aside. Then we got this 100 right here. It's a red seal 100. I've never seen a 100 red seal before. So very neat. That one came in 1966. It's in really good shape too. Look at it with the light. Not too many creasing. Actually, I don't think I see any creasing. Let me see it with better lighting. Yeah, no creases in this one. Very, very nice. Nice example of money from 1966. Red seal. 2 zeros. I mean, I wish it would have been like 5 or 6 zeros. That would have been really nice. But a nice $100 bill right here. Now we got another $100 bill. I think this is the last one before we get to the other $100 bills. They're here. But this one right here, the Federal Reserve Bank. This one's from New York. And just to give you guys a quick story, I walked into the bank after I bought this collection, and I was talking to the teller, and the teller knows that I work with coins and all of that stuff. And she was like, "Yeah, I've never seen like weird currency before." And I was like, "Well, let me show you something." So a few days later, I gathered up a bunch of stuff. I showed her like the $500 bills. She liked it. As I was showing her all of this stuff, people were coming up behind me, like other customers, and they were looking at the stuff. And then I had some other bankers came up, and like people were just crowding me. And I was sitting here going, "Oh, I hope nobody tries to grab this notebook." I held on to it really tightly in the event somebody tried to grab it. But I showed them all of this stuff, And one of the bankers came up and he's like, "Hey, did you know that these Federal Reserve banks, Savannah, where I was at the time, Savannah, Tennessee, had some Federal Reserve banknotes?" And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, they had they had one of the banks, further down on Pickwick Street, I think is what he said." And yeah, they issued some, and I looked it up, and sure enough, I found one on Heritage that sure enough says Savannah, Tennessee on it. It went for pretty good money, so now I'm on the hunt to try to find one of these that says Savannah, Tennessee. So you guys out there that are watching this video, please, please, please help me find a Savannah, Tennessee bill for sale floating around out there that I might be able to buy. That would be something really neat that I can have in my personal collection. So I'm on the hunt. So if you find one, let me know. Don't try looking on eBay because trust me, I have a lot of searches, saved searches that every time something with the word Savannah, Tennessee pops up in currency, it will give me an alert. So yeah, all right. Let's finish off these fractionals. We got a few more fractionals. We'll get to this one because this one doesn't have a double. But this is a 25-cent fractional right here, and I put it in the large one because I didn't want to take it out of this plastic, so I just shoved the plastic in there. But a nice 25-cent fractional piece right here. And again, I've never had this one come in before, but I've had some fractional come in before. But definitely neat on that aspect. And then here we have a 10-cent fractional, and I also have a cleaner counterpart right here. So I got one that's more circulated. I got one that's in better condition. It is the same 10 cent, but this one is definitely cleaner, not as many creases, definitely better condition than this one. So this would be the more affordable. This would be the more expensive. Obviously, condition means a lot. Or I can sell them as a set, just like that. Who knows? Who knows? But again, if you're interested in any of this stuff, by all means, send me messages, call the store, let me know. We'll see if we can come up to an agreement. Because believe me, I got to sell some of this stuff. But I'm in it a lot of money. I can't give them away. And then we have, again, same story. We got one that's a little bit more circulated than the other. 50-cent currency pieces right here. They're getting a little bit bigger. You can see the size difference between this one and that one. And then the size difference between that's like, here's the 3-cent. Here's the 3-cent one next to the 50-cent one. They get smaller as the denomination gets smaller, and they get bigger as the denomination gets bigger. But these right here, this one doesn't have a nice long crease on it. This one does right there. You can clearly see it's got another one right there. But this one, I guess I can bring it out of here a little bit. It does have a little bit of staining here, I can see, but I don't really see many creasing. I don't really see any creasing on it. And sorry if that was too loud on the mic. I really should be more mindful of that. But yeah, and I don't know if that's mold. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But this one definitely in better condition than that one right there. All right, that finishes off the fractional, guys. So before I move on to the other stuff, I want to show you guys this right here. We got these I guess are kind of large notes, but it's Confederate money. I got more Confederate money here in the store. We got this 10, we got this 20. Normally I have a guy that I call whenever I get Confederate stuff, but I think I'm going to hold on to these, put them in the store. I am in the South. People do like this type of stuff, and they like to come in and take a look at it. So these bills I will probably hold on to. They don't have too much value. Confederate money, it just doesn't. But it is very nice, very neat. It is history right here. I'm getting a call, but it's somebody I can call back later. It is not somebody too important like my wife. If my wife was calling, believe me, I do answer every single time my wife calls most of the time. But these are very nice. History right here. And yeah, let's move on. So, we got some other stuff. I'm just trying to make it into a nice, neat pile right here. And I think this is the way we'll end this video. But this is probably the most pronounced error that I have as far as bills go. But check out this $1 bill. Ain't got no serial numbers or nothing. 1974. Ain't got no serial numbers or anything. No seals. And you go, well, where are the seals? Well, let's take a look at the reverse. And there they are. There's the seals. And the serial number is up there. And how that happened, I don't know. They just fed this sheet wrong. I'm assuming, because I think they do them in sections when they print them. So, yeah, that is, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's really neat. And it's in the back. So definitely really, really nice. Nice bill. And it's in good condition, which, I mean, for something like this, I definitely would think it would be in good condition. I'm pretty sure this didn't go out into circulation and somebody didn't find it. This was caught after maybe it was cut, and then they probably took them out and passed them around. That's what I'm assuming is how these things get brought out. Or who knows, maybe it got thrown into circulation and somebody at a bank saw a huge stack of these and they're like, wow, these are all printed wrong because it's a whole sheet. So they just grabbed them and, you know, put them away and then sold them here and there. And that's how they got into circulation. I don't know. But I mean, there's a lot of different stories. Like I said, if this type of stuff can talk, it would definitely give us a lot of crazy stories. All right, we're at the tail end of this video, guys, finally. But we got some really neat stuff that I want to show you guys. And then some, these bills I've never seen before, except for one of them, which I'll show you right now. This $1 large note, I've seen a lot of them before. The first large note I ever saw was a $1 large note. And it was in really rough shape. But that was many, many years ago. This one's not in that much of a rough shape. I'm talking rough shape. I'm talking like it looked like the Confederate money. Like it's been around. It was around in a lot of wallets. But this one's got a nice stain, I think, right there. And you know, it's got creases everywhere, but still a nice example of a $1 large note. It is relatively clean. I mean, it's not as dark as some of the other stuff, but a nice example of a $1 bill. Now we're going to get to three items that, again, I've never seen before that are really, really neat. And all large notes. Here we have a 1914 $50 large note. I've never seen a $50 large note ever. But it's got some really nice artwork. I think that's what, I don't know. I don't think that's a mermaid, but Panama right there. That's what it says. Got some ships. Nice lady standing there. I believe she's topless. I don't know. But $50. It's got General Grant on there, which I pass now that I'm at the new location. I pass the Cherry Mansion daily to go to work. I have to go over the bridge to get to Crump from Savannah, and I mean I see it on the right hand side. Going up to work, I see it on the left hand side. Going home. So and that's where Grant stayed during the Civil War. That was his residence. And yeah, I've never been inside. I've driven through it or driven to the front gate, but I've never actually been inside. It's privately owned, but every now and then they'll hold events there. But yeah, really, really cool. $50 large note. Never seen one of these before. I'm glad it came in as part of this collection, which I love buying big collections because you really just don't know what's going to be in there. If you can, you know, come up with a price that both parties can live with, and hopefully, because I am a store, I do have to make money. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I can't buy things for, you know, close to retail and then hopefully try to get retail for them. Like it just doesn't work. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Pawn Stars before. There's sometimes where they score big. I mean, that's just what happens every now and then. It has nothing to do with being cheated. It has to do with, I mean, you take risks, and with risks there's reward, and there's a lot of times you take risks and there is no reward, or there's enough reward for you to just keep the lights on and keep going. But now we're going to get to two things I've never seen before. Really, really neat things. I've never seen a large note $100 bill before. And here it is. It's got Franklin on it, Benjamin Franklin. And from 1914 is this series. And this is in really good shape. I don't think there's any creasing. Let me double check. No creasing, but there is some light stains on it, and there's a little bit of staining on this side, a little bit of staining here, which I don't think the camera is really picking up much. But here's the reverse. First and foremost, like, look at this thing. It is a work of art, really, on the back of this bill. It is not, you know, your average building that we have on the back of our bills now. I mean, this is really, really nice. It's got Benjamin Franklin on it. And this one's from Atlanta, Georgia, 1914. But yeah, really, really good condition. Definitely one that's going to be worth a pretty penny. I think I see I don't know if that's a fold. Maybe I do see a fold right there. Let me double check. I mean, it's hard to tell with my lighting here. But if that's a fold, I mean, it doesn't look much like a fold. I mean, can you guys see that right there? That might be a fold. But I don't know. If it is, it's very, very light, very faint. But debating if I want to send any of this stuff to PCGS. If you think there's something in here, if you know bills and you think there's something in here that I need to send off, by all means, I'm releasing this video today. Call the store immediately and let me know before I start getting rid of some of this stuff. I do rely on your guys' help, guidance, if you guys know bills. I don't know everything. If there's a coin shop out there that tells you they know everything, don't deal with them, because they are lying. There's so much stuff. There's people out there that know a lot, but they just don't know everything. And another thing I've never seen before, this right here is in really rough shape, but really good way to end the video, is this $2 bill right here. I think this is from the 1800 series. And from the little bit of research I did on this one, I think this is an expensive bill. I might be wrong, but if you are in the know, let me know. Like I said, call the store. Numbers everywhere. And yeah, we'll talk. You let me know what I got. I mean, I can definitely do research, but I mean, can you imagine sitting down and doing research on 1,000 items? It's a lot of work. But I think there was a date somewhere on here that I'm trying to remember where it was. Right here. It says July. No, that doesn't say July. Oh, does it? What does that say? Oh, no, I can't tell. Of 1869? I don't know. Hard to tell. But I think that was, or there might be another date somewhere. I think that was the only date. But very, very nice bill. Right here, $2 bill. Back in this time was a lot of money. Sure was. Here's a close-up of the reverse. It does have some, oh no, those aren't holes. Those are some, it's just some fuzz. But yeah, here we go, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We went over a lot of stuff, A lot of very, very neat things, things that we've never seen. Well, I've never seen before. Things that will be leaving my hands soon because I have to recoup some of that money. The bank wants their money back. $500 bills right here. So I got a lot of neat stuff in the store now. And yeah, it was a lot of fun showing it to you guys. But until I get another really good collection, which I have another one sitting that is just dying to have a video for, and I'm trying to get to it, but I just got so much stuff I have to do. I have to continue working and get to that pile. But yeah, well, until then, guys, I will see you later. You guys have a good day.